Hi, it's Mike DelSignore. I want to talk to you today about what happens if you have an OUI second offense. Your case is going to be heard in the Wrentham District Court, which is behind me. Wrentham's a court I've been appearing at for over 20 years. Second offense OUI, I'm going to go over the license implications. So if you took a breath test and you failed, you only lost your license for 30 days, so you get your full license back while I try to fight the case. I've had OUI cases with breath test results where we've won the cases in Wrentham Court and courts throughout Massachusetts. So don't assume you can't win the case if you failed a breath test. Now, if you refused a breath test, you're looking at a 3-year license suspension. So if your two OUIs are within 10 years, you're going to have to win your OUI case to get back on the road prior to the 3 years. So you're going to need a not guilty verdict. In Wrentham District Court, your first court date is going to be the arraignment. You're going to check in with probation, your first session for arraignment. But eventually, if you have a second offense within 10 years, you're going to be on the second floor for trial. You're going to need a not guilty verdict to get your license back. Fortunately, I've been helping people for over 20 years in Wrentham courts. I know how to win these cases. I know that there's many mistakes officers make. All we need to show is reasonable doubt. So it's easy to get arrested, hard to convict somebody. So don't assume you can't win your case. I've had cases with failed field sobriety tests, accidents, all sorts of issues. And what I'll do is I'll review your case and help you understand how we can win the case and find a path for you to be found not guilty to avoid further license loss on a second offense. Now, if your two OUIs are outside of 10 years, there's a possibility you could get back on the road, what's called a Cahill resolution. However, this resolution requires you have an interlock in your car for a long period of time. So it still might be worth you fighting the case. Often it is, even if you're eligible for the Cahill resolution, because typically judges will still give that after trial. What I generally recommend on a second offense is you do alcohol treatment to guarantee or to make it more likely you'll get the minimum punishment possible. I think judges take a lot of stock into people who do things proactive. They appreciate that, shows you're taking the process seriously. So if you have a second offense OUI, I can help you with the license implications. I'll explain everything you need to do, help you get your license back after your OUI arrest, and more importantly, I have 20 years experience fighting these cases, winning OUI cases with failed field sobriety tests, breath test cases, accidents. This is what I do every day, and I'll help you understand the best defenses to your case. We'll map out a roadmap to create a compelling argument in front of the judge or jury to show reasonable doubt, to challenge the field sobriety test. These tests, there's a lot of reasons maybe you couldn't stand on one leg or why you couldn't walk and turn, and they don't necessarily show impairment from alcohol. They might show that you were nervous, that you didn't understand the instructions. So let me help you with your second offense OUI. Call, text anytime. My passion is helping people make the best decisions for themselves when charged with OUI. 781-686-5924. Mike DelSignore.